We are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, Ming Lee, Nicki Minaj's sister, unfortunately is getting dragged all over social media because she was spotted at a Zeus network party, the ghetto. And unfortunately, Scotty, who was on Baddies, had to save her from what could have been, a disaster. Okay? But I'll let y'all watch the video.
First, y'all don't know how you play it. Right.
Fuck. No, he only want her because he see what I'm on. Watch. I'm about to put him in the
Neither one of y'all can have her.
No, watch this.
One of y'all have to have me, period. No.
Oh, so you just cock blocking?
Yeah. Sure.
She said, "Hey, none of y'all have her."
None.
God damn, she just coming in. She just coming in, just dressed like this. It's goaltending.
Now, I tweeted about this a few days ago, and I said, it looked like, no shade, that Ming Lee's on something. I don't know if it's substances, weed, alcohol. She's on something. She was kind of slurring her words. It seemed like she was a little bit out of it. And then Scotty had to come in and save her ass. I also said that, Nicki Minaj was trying to protect her from this. Nicki wanted Ming to go to school. Ming wanted to be a rapper. Rap career ain't taking off, so now she's on Zeus Network. Hopefully, Nicki can try to save Ming. I feel like if she don't try to save Ming now, it's only gonna get worse. Okay? Because Ming, she only 19. She should be nowhere near Adrian Bronner's, old, nasty, pedo ass. No shade. That could be his daughter. He's too old to be around her anyway. Why are you on Zeus? Anyway, you were a professional boxer. You done fell all the way off. Damn. But the point of the matter is, maybe somebody can get in touch with Nicki to let her know that Ming definitely needs saving. It's honestly embarrassing because she wasn't even recasted on Zeus. She always at the Zeus network parties and, hanging out with Natalie Nunn, probably getting ran through, no shade, because you was only on one season of Baddies. Why are you still around them? Okay? I think she around them because she's getting ran through. So hopefully Nicki Minaj sees this and tries to send her to rehab or force her to go to school because it's only going to get worse from here. If she's doing this on camera, I can only imagine what she's doing behind camera. And I think it's only going to get worse for her because these people, they're not going to protect her. Scotty, she did what she had to do, but ultimately, Scotty's not related to Ming and won't be around her all the time. I think Ming needs discipline. She needs people around her that's going to tell her this is not the way to go. This is not going to help your career. Now, Doja Cat has been crowned the best performer in her field. A fan said it's a shame she's evil because she's the most talented performer in her field. I definitely agree. I'm going to see Doja Cat and I know I'm going to have a good ass time. Okay, because one thing about Doja Cat, she can perform with no dancers. She don't need no dancers. All she needs is a mic. She gonna do the dancing. Her mic will be on. She don't have to twerk. She do twerk, but she don't have to twerk to get the crowd riled up like Ice Spice and Megan Thee Stallion. Her mic is on. The outfits be outfitting. The wigs be looking good. Doja Cat's a top tier performer. I feel like you really can't compete with Doja Cat as a performer. I think she's better than a lot of these female rappers. She better than Cardi B. She better than Megan Thee Stallion, JT, and I like JT, but she better than JT. But I think when it comes to Doja Cat, she understands that performing is more than just having background dancers and, having the backtrack. You really have to, make sure your mic is on and be attentive to the audience. And that's what she does. So, we got to give Doja Cat her tens. Now, Liz Diddy was kicked off Streaming University campus. If you don't know what that is, Streaming University is a bunch of, I wouldn't say clowns, but I would say a bunch of immature people that go on campus, don't get a degree, but they stream. Okay, smaller content creators go in with the bigger content creators and make a fool out of themselves. You know, they were throwing baby powder, baby oil, mustard, ketchup on everybody and, you know, fighting. It was basically like a Diddy party, in my opinion, from what I saw. I saw some of the clips on, you know, social media, but it was a bunch of clowns on campus making a fool out of themselves. But they call it Streaming University, and CKIMINAJ, the biggest clown, is in charge of that. Now, he kicked Liz Diddy off of Streaming University because she invited Mr. Brown and his botch BBL on campus. And, you know, there are applications that have to be filled out before you even are able to be on Streaming University. So you have to fill out an application and you have to get approved. So a lot of people that are falling off musically and, you know, in their career, like Sky Jackson, Lizzo, Mr. Brown, Dream Doll, Queen Naija, a lot of them are going to Streaming University because their careers fell off. They no longer making money rapping, doing music. Liz Diddy did, what was it? 2,700, 2,600 first week for her album. So, you know, she's not making any money. So streaming is another way for artists to make money because their music careers are dying. So I do have to give Mr. Brown and Liz Diddy 50,000 lashings. Mr. Brown was kicked off the campus. Okay. CKIMINAJ said he did not care that, you know, Mr. Brown is a celebrity. He had to go home. You know, he's not supposed to be part of Streaming University. And Lizzo also was told that she was too old by security. And on top of that, that she did it again, she will be kicked out. Okay, that's what was told to Liz Diddy. Now, in my opinion, I'm not trying to promote ageism, but I do think Lizzo's a little bit too old to be on Streaming University. I understand there's some people there that are in their late 30s or, you know, early 30s on campus. But I feel like, Lizzo, how did you become a Grammy award-winning artist to go into Streaming University? It's not even logically adding up. Do you think that this is going to help the 2,700 people that bought your album? Do you think this is going to increase listeners? No, you look like a clown. And on top of that, in my opinion, I feel like Streaming Universities really cater to the people that are in their 20s. I feel like if you 30-something at Streaming University, you're a clown too, okay? We got to be mature. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that is for what they was doing, water guns, throwing ketchup, hot sauce, baby powder at each other. That's for teenagers and, you know, people in their 20s. Unless you go into a Diddy party, that's when you do stuff like that. They was throwing baby oil and water at each other. That is what you do at a Diddy party. Unless you go into a Diddy party, this is for younger people. Why you want to walk around with ketchup, mustard, and hot sauce all over you? Okay? So to me, I feel like it's like a lot of these celebrities are not mature. And that's an issue. Now, moving on to Megan and Camel Face and Deseret. They were all spotted together at Camel Face's 40/40 Club event. Someone has said, someone check on that lady. Another person said on social media, Nicki Minaj must have not seen this yet. Okay? Because as we know, Nicki Minaj has called out Deseret, but they was spotted sitting next to each other, holding hands at the event. The videos and pictures are all over social media. A lot of people feel like Megan Thee Stallion is subliminally shading Nicki Minaj by doing that. I don't think she was shading Nicki. I mean, Deseret is the CEO of Devil Nation. Megan Thee Stallion's under Devil Nation. But I do feel as though, you know, Camel Face and Deseret do be trolling Nicki Minaj. And they use Megan Thee Stallion as like a puppet. Megan has to do what Camel Face and Deseret say. Okay? But in my opinion, you know, this is why, you know, Nicki, you know, she should have ignored Deseret. You know, I'm all here for her dragging Camel Face only in the music, strictly. You know, I feel like she should just drag him in the music. But now they do things intentionally to get underneath her skin. And because she's been silent, if you know, she's been very silent the last few months, they're having a tough time getting a rise out of her. So they're just doing anything. I don't think it's, you know, surprising that Deseret is popping up magically after, you know, Camel Face has been dissing Nicki Minaj, you know, Champagne Thickums, Dame Dash. I don't think that's surprising. I think is them trying to be calculated. I think they definitely want to get a rise out of Nicki. But I think Nicki Minaj ignoring them is very smart and strategic because Camel Face was trying to use Nicki and Drake for his rollout. It was evident that that's what he was trying to do. So let me know how y'all feel about it. And if you guys think that Megan Thee Stallion was shading Nicki Minaj. Now, moving on to Beyonce. A lot of people are saying that Beyonce and Rihanna got something coming because Rihanna had on these black, I think these are these black YSL shoes. I think that they were YSL. I don't remember. But the point of the matter is, a lot of people are saying that they had swapped shoes before their performance. Okay? So a lot of people are speculating that something is coming with Rihanna and Beyonce, especially after she posted this photo. Now, in my opinion, I feel like when it comes to Rihanna and Beyonce, they don't really fuck with each other like that. But the common denominator that they have is that they both have a relationship with Camel Face. You know, Rihanna was signed to Camel Face since she was 16. Beyonce's been married to Camel Face since she was like basically 19, hasn't been with anybody else. So, you know, that is the common denominator. I can see them doing a collaboration, at least one before they fully retire, but I do not believe for 1 second that they fuck with each other, and that's that. Now, unfortunately, Morning Dew will be moving out of the top 25 on next week's Hot 100 chart, but it still will be top 30 on the Hot 100. So let me know if this is still a bop or flop for you. In my opinion, still a bop. Going from number 25 to number 30 ain't really bad. Now, if she went from 25 to 60 or 70, then you could kind of call it a flop. But I feel like it's, you know, still a good chart position and she's not like free falling. Is when you free fall, that is the issue. Okay? And she's not doing that. So, you know, we got to give kudos to Beyonce. And the thing is with Beyonce also is like she doesn't promote her records. So you can't really even hate. You know what I'm saying? She's not complaining about the algorithm like Lizzo, which Beyonce is the algorithm. So technically she wouldn't even really need to complain because anytime she do something, it kind of always breaks the internet, especially on social media, whether it's good or bad. So to me, I feel like you got to give 10s when 10s are due. But let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some very hot tea on Camel Face, Megan, Taylor, Selena, the Kardashians, what's going on with them behind the scenes, different sacrifices that recently have been made on Patreon. Link will be in description, and I hope you guys have a great day.